Alright, peeps, you know what's up. You saw talent from the six. You know we had to get the rest of the world in the mix. The urban franchise, Tony Montana. Gonna sit at the desk but forgetting. Show you what they're about to. Tell you who they are. Let them promote what they got going on. And show you guys how awesome they are. Cause if they weren't awesome, they wouldn't be on the show. It is down to talk with Tony Montana, baby. We have the most, and 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 we have the most. What is going on, peeps? I'm the urban franchise, Tony Montana. And today, for the first time ever, I have a guest host, Manny Brar. You may remember him from last week. Today, our interview is one of the most influential authors and music producers in Toronto today, Mugugu. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Mr. Mugugu, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Mugugu,
Yes.
tell me about yourself.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me today. So today I come to you to talk to you about my book, actually. So it's called The Power of Money. So it's a book that I released recently. Mm-hmm. It's out on Amazon now. So I pretty much talks to people about Canadian investments, how you can get into the investments, what to know about them, and how to take advantage of them as well.
All right, Hannah. Mm-hmm. So what influenced you to write this book?
The pandemic.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right. So I noticed that so much people were losing their jobs. And I mean, even me having a job was unstable. Right. So I used to work for the bank, right, for 3 to 4 years. So that's where I got the idea from. So I compiled all my notes and I kind of put it together in a book so that I can not only help myself, but help everyone else who's looking to get financial freedom or is looking to start working towards financial freedom.
Now, did you always have the mind for finances before, or was it just something that came up because of the pandemic?
Yeah, I mean, I had the mind for finances before. So I used to work for Scotiabank, and I worked in their sales division. So I used to help people with like their day-to-day accounts, with their credit accounts, and I got into their stock program because there's some for workers, our share program. I'm sure you guys are aware. Yes. For some corporate companies, right? Yes. And that's what started my journey within stocks specifically. So that's when I started learning about stocks, and that's when I just kind of ran with it, right?
So peeps, you have someone legitimately who's written down his years of knowledge. He's worked in the industry, he knows.
Yes.
It's not one of those random Bitcoin guys. This is someone who knows what they're talking about.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
So what was your journey to get to this point?
It's been beautiful. I mean, in the beginning, it's kind of rocky. I didn't really understand fully what investments were and what finances were, because here you got to take it in college if you're interested in it, right? If you get, in university, that's my fault. So I did go to university for a bit, but I found that university is more theory and it's less hands-on, right? Because once you get into the real world, the theory doesn't right? It doesn't apply to real life situations. So that's what really got me into the entrepreneurial spirit and really got me to write the book.
Right on. Mm-hmm. So you also are in the music industry. Why don't you tell us about what you're working on right now there?
Definitely. I actually released a video recently called Miss Blue Eyes. So I produced the music as well. I'm a songwriter. My model's actually in the room, my girlfriend, the photographer. So yeah, it's been going great. It's been released for maybe like a month now.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I've been producing music for about 3 years. I have about 4 projects released right now that are streaming on Apple Music or Spotify, whatever your preference is. So, and worked with quite a few people already.
So what started that jump into music? Because you've been working in finances and into music, and I find it's just like, music is an amazing thing. I'm sure you're one of those guys who listen to every type of music.
yeah.
I find the most creative people in this world are the people who can appreciate everything.
Yes.
What kind of music you into?
It's funny you say that. I listen to pretty much everything. So like growing up, my dad, it's thanks to my dad. I even tell my girlfriend a lot of the times. Like my dad had all type of CDs, so like reggae, Spanish music, anything you can think of, right? So
Indian?
Because we moved to Toronto, it was easier access to listen to Indian music. Obviously, we didn't know what they were talking about, but it's a beautiful thing, right? Because even like they have Indian rap now, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So that's how my love for music started. But I've always listened to music, and I feel that I started listening to Tyler, the Creator, and his music has a lot of transitions in it. And by listening to his music made me understand music a lot deeper because he goes really deep into it when he makes music. So that's where my love of music really came out.
Right on. Mm-hmm. Now, going off of that, like who
Yes.
else are influences on you?
A lot of people. I grew up in the 90s, so like Pharrell, a lot of people, Hitmaker, his name was Young Berg before. There are a lot of people that influenced me during different times, but I take knowledge from everyone and do the best that I can behind the mixing board. So.
Right on.
Yeah.
So here's a question I've been asking
Yes.
everyone. The pandemic, you were obviously progressive. You wrote a book,
Yes.
self-published.
Yes.
But a lot of people during this time became COVID alky. Were you in that
Yes.
category?
COVID ulti, what do you mean?
COVID alky. Like you
What
were
do you mean?
At the start of COVID, you just started drinking all the time.
So you're an alcoholic
Oh.
during COVID. A COVID
No.
alky.
Yeah, that's hilarious. No, not really.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a drinker, first off.
Yeah.
But no, not really.
Yeah.
There are a few people that kept me steady during the pandemic because it was hard for everyone, right?
Absolutely.
So like my music engineer, Chris Rodriguez, he always helped me with whatever I was going through. My brother as well, his name is Be Free Illustrations.
Yeah.
They helped me stay afloat and just kind of keep pushing with whatever I was going through. So, yeah.
Right on.
Yes, yeah.
So here's another question we ask everybody. How long have you lived in Toronto?
My whole life.
Okay, you should be able to answer this.
Yes.
Where is the best place to get a Jamaican beef patty?
Wow. It was Randy's, right? But it closed down recently.
Yeah.
So,
That's it. You passed the test, man.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
So, what is the goals? The next 5 years, where do you see yourself?
In the next 5 years, I'm looking to produce for the biggest names in the game. So whether it's Snoop Dogg, Eminem, whoever it is, Rihanna, Beyonce, really looking to hone in on my talents in music, hoping to meet more great people like you guys to help the journey, right? So I really see that happening. I do want to release a few more copies of my book as well. I want to start doing speeches as well to kids and like people in underprivileged communities because I come from an underprivileged community in Scarborough.
Yeah.
So I know how it is to not get the proper guidance to just elevate in life.
Yeah.
So in the next 5 years, I'm looking to better my life and better people's lives in the city as well.
I absolutely appreciate that. I'm a Scarborough boy as well, so I
Yes,
know
yes.
so we didn't have that knowledge
Okay.
given to us.
Yes.
So it's good to see someone giving back to the
Yes,
community. So that's
yes,
beautiful
yes.
to see.
Likewise with you guys too.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it. So we're gonna wrap it up right now.
Okay.
Do you have anything you want to say to the world as you have them at their attention?
Yeah, I mean, the power of money is available on Amazon. So we're not all born with powers, but the one thing that we do have is the power of money. So make sure you take care of your finances, take care of yourself, take care of your health because health is wealth, and make sure to love yourself and the people around you because we all need that right now. So, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for joining us, Mugugu. It was an absolute pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
All the links to his social media, where you can buy his book, to his music video, will be in the description of the video. Stay good, peeps, and keep it blitz.
Peace.
In the mix, the urban franchise, Tony Montana. Gonna sit at the desk for guessing. Show you what they're about to, tell you who they are. Let them promote what they got going on and show you guys how awesome they are. Cause if they weren't awesome, they wouldn't be on the show. It is down to talk with Tony Montana, baby. We have the most, and 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 we have the most.